What's up, guys? How many of you guys own one of these GMT 800 SUVs and it feels like an absolute boat? Because I know mine does. It's actually getting to the point where it's sketchy to drive on the highway. Kind of floats around. I almost feel like you're going to get pulled over for drunk driving. Well, today we're going to try to fix that issue with the Moog problem solvers. Pitman arm, an idler arm. So we're going to throw those on there and see what they do. And then another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the, let me grab a flashlight here. I'm going to take a tap. I'm going to drill into the actual steering shaft and install a Zerk fitting in the steering shaft. I don't know if you can see it. That way we can actually grease this thing whenever we want. Because supposedly they came filled with the grease from the factory. Well, 20 years later, that's probably not holding on very well. So, some people on the internet say that if you do that, it gets back to the factory feeling. You don't have the notchy feel in the steering wheel, and it cures a lot of issues. So, we'll see on that. We'll see if we can throw those three things together and see how much better this thing will ride. Alright, first things first, grab you a 7/8 socket. Let's get these wheel lugs broke loose. And then jack this thing up so my big ass can fit. Alright, see what we got. So, there's our steering box bolt. One of them. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, there's the other one. Right back there. So, I guess we're going to loosen these two dudes. See if we can get this steering box undone. Oh, here's another issue for you guys. Oil cooler line leak. Right there. If you got a oil leak on your truck and you're not real sure about where it's from and you got the 6.0, not the 5.3. The 5.3s did not come with oil cooler lines, but if you got a 6.0 Escalade or Denali or 2500 pickup truck, you have the oil cooler lines. So if you get random leaks in random different spots, odds are your oil cooler lines are probably leaking at the crimp fittings. Now, in my case, I only tow about 5,000 pounds, maybe, my camper is. So I'm actually really not worried about, I'm not really worried about the oil cooler line. So I bought a block-off plate. I'm going to delete that, and I'll throw that in another video. I actually might do that today, too, if I have time. But there's the steering box here, that greasy dude. And then there's your idler arm, pitman arm. Everything's nice and greased up for me, so I don't see anything being a major issue. This truck don't have any rust, which is actually very rare for a GMT 800. So let's get some tools and see what kind of damage I can do, see what I can mess up, and then you guys can learn from my mistakes. So let's get going. We got a shield here with 4 15mm bolts. One up top, one bottom, one bottom, one bottom. Let's start by taking this dude off. There we go. Get that out. Get bowed over there. Now we can see what we're doing. There's the idler arm bracket, which I think I'm going to have to go to the store and get one of those dudes. I don't have one of those. And I bet if I don't change it, that'll be what's bad. There's a better view of the steering box there, and then the pitman arm here. So if I'm remembering right, I think I'm gonna have to take off some power steering lines, but I think it would be easier to break the pitman arm and idler arm, or at least the pitman arm loose while it's still on the truck, and then remove it, and then remove the pitman arm, I believe. So let's do that. I'm going to show you a great tool to get that pitman arm nut loose. It's not really ideal, but you know, the average homeowner probably has it laying in their garage or in their toolbox in the house. And you know, the main thing is just getting it loose. Not get hung up on what tool you need, as long as the damn thing comes out, and don't make excuses on getting it out. This is what I use. A damn pipe wrench on an old jack handle. And I beat the shit out of the end of it to flatten it out so it fit over the pipe wrench. Busted it loose in literally 30 seconds. That dude up in there on there. Just like it. And Turner. That's how you bust her loose. Get you one of them. Find you an old piece of galvanized steel fence pipe. Old pipe wrench. And stick a mug up in there and bust that thing loose. Alright, let's get that other side. See if we get an idea on what size this is. Definitely bigger than that. Alright, idle arm should be the same nut size, so let's figure that out. Just grab a bunch of random sockets. Take random sockets back. I got a feeling this is the one. This is a great exercise plan too, guys. If you don't plan ahead, see there it is. If you don't plan ahead and you have to change your sockets every 2 seconds and get up off the floor, that's a good workout plan. You'd be amazed at how much weight you'll lose doing that. See right now, look, I don't even have the right size adapter on there. I gotta go back to the toolbox. Make it a little easier for you guys, though. This socket here is a... I can see the damn thing. Where you at, dude? These old Craftsmans get hard to read. 13/16. See if the nut driver can drive it loose. Not too shabby. Alright, go ahead and take this dude loose. Easy peasy. Now, I could be wrong, but this could be a bad thing that all these are loose. That could be why my steering's so messed up. Alright. Let's see. Now, I guess we gotta take his damn steering box loose with a socket you'll need for the steering box is a 7/8. Let me put you down here for a second. Man, I gotta get my sockets together. Let's fast forward here a couple hours. I've been fucking with this thing for so damn long now, and nothing is working for me. I don't know what the hell is up this thing, other than the fact it's just been on there for so damn long. Broke the pitman arm puller. That pickle fork, I've torched it, heated the shit out of it, and I beat the shit out of it, and it will not break loose for nothing. So now it's coming off regardless of what it thinks. So yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick. You probably shouldn't try this at home, to be honest with you. Man, it'd be a shame if I nicked those oil cooler lines, wouldn't it? Alright. So far, that's what we're working with. How do all them other fellers make it look so easy? Well, I guess let's cut a little further. Alright, let's fast forward here for a little bit. So this ended up turning into an absolute nightmare. I don't know how in the hell these joints got so seized over time. I've never ever had anything this difficult to remove. But since we're under here, I'm going to give you guys some tips. So in the video, you'll see I ended up having to cut a notch into the pitman arm, as a lot of people end up having to do. And even then, it was still a complete bitch to get it to come out. I ended up having to get a, let's see what this puller is here. I don't know what that dude is, but technically what it is, but it removed it. I used that same, well actually no, I used just a regular pitman arm puller. Got the idler arm off. It came off pretty easy. As far as this pitman arm, was so seized in the center link that no matter how much aero coil you'll soak it in, no matter how many times or how hot I got it, no matter how many times I beat the shit out of it, because, you know, it's just me. I don't have anyone else to pry this bar down. And once I got the idler free, you know, that cleared up a lot more. So finally I said, fuck it. I'm done fucking with the pullers. It's not working. Took this handy dandy strap. I strapped my center link, drag link, whatever you guys call it, to the frame right here. No, not too tight. Just get it tight enough to where you can beat on it and it ain't going to bounce back. That way you don't lose all your leverage on your hit. And then you'll probably have to tighten this up a few times like I did. But finally I got mad. I hit it with my purse. And it came free. And I hit it with more than my purse actually, because now I'm sore. But this dude's free now. I don't know how in the hell. You know, everyone on the internet that I've seen, they have issues getting the pitman arm off the steering box. Yes, that was a bitch, but a little bit of work, we got that done. This, on the other hand, was an ornery one. I don't know. Like I said, I guess just high mileage. The Georgia truck, I don't know if the heat over time just sees this thing in there or what, but it's finally out, so I can get to putting all these Moog parts on, and you know, I beat the shit out of this thing pretty good, so hopefully these inner tie rod and tie rod ends are still good to go, I hope. But we're going to find out. getting them out of the truck after further inspection. I definitely think the idler arm and bracket and the pitman arm are original. I know this has got a date code for 8/10 of 2004. The truck's an 05, so I'd say it's about right. I'm calling it quits for tonight. So we're going on to day 4 on this stupid thing. But I'm not, when I say I'm out here working on this thing, I come out here and I work on it for about an hour, get frustrated, and go in. So it ain't like, oh, I'm out here all day and night trying to get this stupid thing together. I got 5 other vehicles to drive, so I'm not pressed on it. If it makes me angry, I don't like doing it. So that's when I get to take a break. So hopefully I get this dude done tomorrow. So this weekend I can focus my time and energy on this. I'm ready to get this back together, get the intake on it, get the radiator in, water pump accessories, everything put back on. This thing will be ready to run. And I'll update you guys more on that a different time. There's a bunch of stuff we're going to do to this. So, but for now, I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Man, let me tell you guys, this is so much better. Definitely need to get in alignment still. My steering wheel's a little off for sure, but this thing feels brand new compared to how it felt. I definitely highly recommend doing it if you got sloppy steering, because now I'm not having to float this thing around the lane like I used to. Definitely a major upgrade. Not a fun one to do though, but learn from my mistakes and then